Hello, my name is Siri T and I am here with 6th grade science teacher Mrs. Coffey. Mrs. Coffey, have you ever not wanted to teach science?
I actually didn't know I wanted to teach science. I got into teaching and loved teaching everything. And it was while I was teaching language arts that I realized that every time we read, I wanted to read about science. And so I decided I must love science. So I changed and decided I would teach science from then on.
What do you like most about your job?
I love working with students, and I think that getting students to understand that science is fun and that science is everywhere around them. And when they realize how interesting science is and that it's everywhere they go, that's what I love about teaching.
Has science ever come in handy for you during an emergency?
I think that hydration is probably one of the biggest things that I've learned how it's so important for your body. So understanding science, you know how to take care of your body. And I had an emergency where I was extremely dehydrated. I was stuck in traffic because there was unfortunately a really bad wreck, and it was over 100 degrees and my air wasn't working in the car. So I got extremely dehydrated, and I knew, that I needed to go and get some electrolytes. So I drank a lot of electrolytes and I was fine.
Have you ever regretted the decision of becoming a 6th grade science teacher?
Never. Absolutely love it.
What is your favorite thing about science?
I think, I said earlier that I love for students to realize science is everywhere and that it is fun for those who think it's boring. And I think that teaching science, I love it because I can go on a trip and go hiking or go to Costa Rica or go to another, area, and I can bring that back to students and bring pictures and what happened there and what did I see, so I can also engage students in the world around them.
Wow. Did you want to become a science teacher when you were little?
No, I really didn't know what I wanted to do when I was little, and I just loved everything. So it was really later in life. I was already a mom, and I realized that I always loved working with kids. So all my jobs were working with people or with kids, so I decided I must really want to be a teacher.
And that's the end of the interview. Mrs. Thompson, what is your most lovable memory with Mrs. Coffey?
Well, funny that you asked that question. Recently, we got to go to a science conference together and learn about some new engaging activities that we're going to use in our classroom. So I got to spend the whole weekend with her, and we just had fun. Actually, just had fun talking and coming up with different ideas of what we could do in our classrooms from this conference that we went to. And she's just fun to hang out with.
What do you love most about Mrs. Coffey?
What do I love most about Miss Coffey is she is actually super duper duper fun to hang around with. She has a big heart. She's very compassionate about what she does. She's compassionate about our family and all those around her and the teachers that she teaches with.
I am here with 6th grade science teacher Miss Roberts. Miss Roberts, what is your most favorite memory with Mrs. Coffey?
My favorite memory of working with Miss Coffey is when she designed a really fun project for our 6th grade science students last year, where we made terrariums and aquariums out of old recycled soda bottles. And it was really cool to see her take charge and create this really fun project that all of our students loved.
What do you love most about Mrs. Coffey?
I love Miss Coffey's positivity and all the energy that she brings to our science classes and to our team. It's really easy to be around her and want to feel positive as well, because her positivity is very infectious.